Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Mind of Crazy Person, aka Crazy Person, aka Sessler fan, even though I never use that name anymore. People still like to call me it, but you can just call me William. And we're here for the special Sasuke 27 live pre-show. Um, thank you all for coming. Yes, no bills, please. Yeah. Not a fan of that name. Um, thank you all for coming. I'm gonna let everyone know on my Twitter that we're doing this. Probably should have put this up before we started. All right. So today, we're going to talk about Sasuke. Sasuke 27, which airs Monday. Um, for me, it's 6 a.m. Monday. And also, in less than 2 hours, there will be the Sasuke Navi, or the informational show, you could say, talking about a little preview show. And so this is a preview show for the preview show, or something. Anyway, so today we're going to be talking about Sasuke, and I want to set a few ground rules right now, right away. Number one, no spoilers. And this includes how the Americans did in Japan. We are to assume for now that that no one has seen the show yet, and any sort of psychoanalysis that you might have done. So, for the sake of everyone who is watching, please no spoilers, especially when you are doing the Skype calls. Speaking of Skype calls, in a little bit, as soon as I get my little intro bit done, in a little bit we'll be opening the floor to Skype calls. Now, how this works is very simple. I call you. You don't call me. I'll call you. I'll bring you in, and when I bring you in, make sure that you mute the video of the live stream so that we don't have an echoing effect, because that can get very annoying. So that is yeah, very important that you make sure you mute that. So and then we'll talking. I'll ask a few questions. You chime in. We have a good amount of people. If you don't have if you want to join in, message me on Skype. The Skype name is 222 Live. I'll put this at the top of the chat screen right now. If you didn't send me a request today to share contact information, you're not on the list. You're not on my Skype list right now. So make sure you send me a Skype invitation if you want to join in. So that is it's very important that you do that, because if you yeah, because if I'm not on your list, you're not there yet. You too. Okay. So one thing I actually want to talk about that is Sasuke, really. If I'm not on your Skype list, G4 fan, then no, you're not. Yeah, if it doesn't say 222 Live on your Skype contact list, you're not there. Anyway, one thing I wanted to share is that I recently actually bought a video game. Some people might have seen this on in this when I posted on the forums. I bought the first Kinnikuin Banzuke game for the Game Boy, and it's actually pretty good. Actually, it's pretty good shape too. I just want to briefly touch on this. One thing that's very noticeable: the instruction manual. Really nice, really in good color, good condition. Really put some a little nice detail in there. They got maps of the entire thing. of all the courses. The game, the actual Sasuke part is not easy. Um, you have to play through the game many times, and it could actually turn you. It actually could turn some people away that you have to like kind of build your stats to actually get better. I've yet to beat the first stage. It's taken quite a while, though. Yeah, this is the cartridge for those you know. But honestly, I enjoy it. The other games, the other Kid Inkling Banzuke games, are actually a lot of fun too. I especially enjoy the Brain Panic game, which, for those of you who don't know, that's kind of like the little special numbers game that they held in Viking 2, for anyone who saw that. Um, it's yeah, if you only saw it on ESPN, however, they actually didn't show that. Yes, yeah, the brain ship stage. That's right. That game is actually there's a form of that in this game. It's actually and it gets progressively harder. Yes, yes, the one that Nagano didn't do very well at, but still made it through just because someone did even worse. Yeah, yeah. I believe if I remember correctly, I'll have to double check. I like yes, level 3 is insane. What is it? Is it? It's like 12 numbers in like what? What's it? Like 6 seconds? 5 seconds? I only got there once. Like level 1 is 5 numbers in 3 seconds. 9 seconds. Okay. Yeah, that it's a challenge. I think the only way they do make it a little easy is that every digit is not available for selection in each slot. So that's a little bit easier, but it's not an easy game. Um, on the topic of Sasuke, Sasuke 27. Yeah, it's been a little while since we've had a competition. Oh god, I don't want to see level 2. um, um, so the last time we had yeah, it was almost a year, New Year's Day, and I couldn't watch it because I was sick. I was Yeah, I was a little sick. Actually, no, I wasn't a little sick. I was very sick. I was probably in the worst pain I've been in a long time, but I eventually got to eventually watched it, and I gotta say, it definitely felt a lot more down than other iterations. There was a lot more like a sort of doom and gloom feel with the way that they edited it, and it's especially apparent that it's been a while since they've had to edit a show down to just 2 hours. You know, it's one thing to be able to tape a show, edit a show for 6 hours like Sasuke 24, but to edit a show down to just two, that some interesting editing choices were made. And by the way, I hope they never do another 6 hour show again. Just because watching it when I did, that was brutal. Yeah, I know some people liked it. I mean, to me, 4 hours is fine. I think part of the problem was the timing, because it was New Year's Day, Sasuke 24, and I was tired because I didn't watch it. I know because I didn't sleep beforehand, and by the time we got to the third stage, it just kind of dragged. Especially the final stage. My God, they went to a commercial break in between every single run, and I was just like, I just wanted it to end because I was dead tired. Ugh. Ugh. I'm gonna be drinking water a lot. Anyway, so for Sasuke 27, what we do know that I can say without initiating spoilers is that we know the course. We know a lot of courses. In for the first stage, the course is relatively unchanged. However, most notably is that the rolling escargot is now in spot number 2 instead of spot number 3, and the third obstacle is now it's basically the giant swing without the net. No, saying obstacles is not spoilers because I said so. It's not spoilers because G4 had a preview special showing the course. So, there. Um, Also, the 7 obstacle is now the Cannonball Run. And I don't care what they're calling it, the Pendulum Bridge or whatever the heck it's supposed to be called. It's the Cannonball Run from Viking. That's what it is. Spinning balls that you have to run across. Um, Actually, I like the Cannonball Run in Viking was brutal. It was easily one of the hardest obstacles on the first stage, and I agree. I actually do think the Viking one is better, and yes, it is because they are further apart. Stage 2, completely the same. Um, I don't remember. I gotta double check. Yeah, as far as the obstacles are concerned, um, everything has stayed the same. However, stage 3 got um, big change, really big change. Um, stage 3, for stage 3, the first obstacle is now the arm bike. Yes. The second obstacle uh, is crap. Now the flying bar, which was previously the final obstacle of stage 3, which we haven't seen before, and was probably the biggest surprise for a change for me is that the ultimate cliffhanger has now been moved to spot 3 instead of spot 4 for stage 3. Which I find to be very interesting. Um, it seems like just from obstacle placement alone, it seems like they really want to give people a chance to beat this third stage, um, which really is the only other thing. And like that obstacle, however, just like completely like engulfs all the other obstacles. It is huge. It is huge. And I think it especially becomes apparent when you look at the fact that they have 4 obstacles jammed in the last section after the ultimate cliffhanger, including 2 new obstacles, which the chainsaw or the nunchucks. They kind of switch between the 2 names for some reason. I actually like that obstacle personally. Mainly, I think it's personally because it's actually something that I occasionally do at home. Actually, a really long time ago. If I could tell you a little story. Back when I was still in high school, and to give you an idea, I graduated college this year. My senior year of high school, I actually made like this Ninja Warrior-esque obstacle courses in my backyard because I had stuff that allowed me to do that. And one of the obstacles was required to was a rope swing. Was a rope swing, but you had to hold on to 2 ropes because it wasn't tied at the top. So the chainsaw actually reminds me a lot of that because pretty similar. If I remembered correctly, I had called that obstacle the double dangler, which um, take that for whatever you want. Anyway, the final obstacle of the third stage is also brand new, and I don't care what they called it. It's the pipe slider. It's a new and improved and even more dangerous looking pipe slider, because now Instead of just a straight track, it's a track with a bump that you have to go up. And yeah, I actually find that very suspicious that that particular obstacle has been seen on Sim Sasuke. It's very interesting. Yeah, I know that it's the bar glider, but it's like pipe slider sounds so much better because bar glider implies that the pipe is moving the entire time, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Like a bar glider would actually be a more appropriate obstacle for the first obstacle of stage two. But honestly, I would have actually think it would have been a lot more appropriate to just keep calling it the pipe slider because mainly because it's an obstacle that was in the third stage for so long. I mean, just be like, hey, it's new improved pipe slider. Yeah. Um, but yeah, that is those are the obstacles that we know of. We still don't know what the final stage is, and I strongly believe we won't know what the final stage is until someone gets there. Um, well, yeah. To be fair, the grinding ring. Oh, actually, no. There's nothing to be fair about. They screwed that up. They screwed that up. Um, yeah. It kind of makes you think though. Like, if they didn't screw up the gliding ring, like they did, do you think Nagano would have beaten the final stage, that time? It's because he came very close when he did the next time. It would have been interesting because then Nagano would have won, Yuji would not have won, and we would have had a new course. So I guess the question is like, what it's kind of interesting when you think about it because if Nagano did end up winning in Sasuke 22, um, yeah, it would have things would have changed dramatically. It's really 21. Okay, yeah, God, sorry, blanked out there. Um, yeah, Sasuke 21. Um, yeah, actually, yeah. If Nagano beat the final stage, then we might never even have known who Yuji was or Kano. Like, like that's weird. Like had Nagano beaten the final stage in Sasuke 21, we might not. There might not even have been a new stars group at all, which is really interesting when you think about how like a single instance could change. Um, anyway, so one thing I actually wanted to touch upon before we started bringing in calls because well, it's already 1:30. Um, is this idea that um, with the course changes, it seems like they want people to win more. Um, that they want more people clearing the first stage, second, and I guess they want someone to make it to the final stage, or at the very least, beat the ultimate cliffhanger so we can see the rest of stage three. So I guess one of the things I'm thinking about is like how far is too, how easy is too easy, because at one point they literally wanted, back when Sasuke 18 happened, they were like, let's make a first stage that no one can beat, and then ratings start to drop around Sasuke 19, and things got worse. I know ratings got even worse, even more worse, come later Sasuke's, but it's obvious that with the course they're going, I guess they have a different mindset. And one thing I want to know, and hopefully this poll question works. um, well, no, I mean, yeah, the jumping rings were, yeah, the jumping rings are still in stage three, but they got cut in half, sort of. Yeah, there's only two rings instead of, was it four? Um, So one thing I want to know is that it's obvious that they want more people clearing. And what I want to know is what is a good amount of clears for the first stage? Uh, and I am going to put a few answers down. Give me a second. All right, starting the poll. Vote in the poll. Choices are 1 to 7, 8 to 14, 15 to 20, or more. Yeah, I just chose stuff. um, all right. Looks like right now 15 to 20 is leading. We haven't had many Sasuke's where more than 20 people cleared. If I remember, there was only, what was it, 3 Sasuke's? 1, 2, and 4 had more than 20 clears, if I remember correctly. So, it'd be interesting if we ever actually pass that number again. I really should have looked up some stats before I held this uh, before I held this show, but the show was last minute. Uh, yeah. Anyway, so let's see what we got here. All right, so people really like the idea of 15 to 20 clears, and my God, it has been quite a while since we've had more than 15 clears, which that is pretty crazy. And sorry, I'm trying to multitask here. Anyway, um, I'm going to quickly save this recording and break it into parts, and then we're going to go into calls. So everyone, get ready. We're going to go to calls very quickly, and just a reminder, no spoilers. And when I do call you, I'll make sure to get to everyone. Make sure that you do not. Make sure that you mute the video that this stream is playing, so that you don't get an echo effect. So